Hey, how's it going? This is Rob from Justin's Toys, and you ever have those problems with toddlers and these masks? I mean, I can't seem to keep these masks on my daughter. She's 4 years old, she's going back to daycare. So, I decided to create an adapter for the masks so that you can pull her ponytail through this loop.
Put the ears in the right position.
Just like this.
Like I said, the wire needs to get pinched properly. You good? Okay. Jump. That's it. Jump. Again. Again. Again, again, again. Come on. There you go. That's it. Da, da, da. Keep going. Da, da, da. Good.
So, I worked on a bunch of different formulas to make sure that this works, but there is a super complicated calculation that is required. So if you want to make this work, please follow it. The reason why I spent so much time perfecting the formula is because, God forbid, one of your masks falls off. If I didn't do my best job to make sure this calculation worked, I would not be able to live with myself. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is measure the circumference of your kid's head. I just have an HDMI cord because I can't find anything else. And I'm going to wrap it around tight. And there you go, it's around there. Now I'm gonna measure this with a ruler. Okay, this measures 18.5 inches. Once you have the circumference of your child's head, you're gonna wanna measure the mask. So, I have this ruler, grabbing the mask, and I'm pulling both ends as far as I can go, and then stretch it out slightly, very slightly, and this measures 13 inches. So I'm gonna take that 13 inches and subtract it from my daughter's head's circumference. So here is the crazy formula right here, and I'm sure a lot of people are gonna have problems with this, but trust me, it works. I've gone through so many revisions. If you have any questions, feel free to write a comment, but this is circumference of head. Then this is the mask length. Then you get your number, that difference, which is 5.5, and you're gonna subtract 3. And 3 is the length of the loop that we actually create to pull the ponytail through. Loop length. And that is gonna leave you with the number of inches left to create your single band. Now your single band, every inch is equal to 3 bands. So you're gonna take whatever that number is and multiply it by 3. So 2.5 times 3 equals 7.5, and you round down to the nearest even number, which is 6, all right? And then you divide that by 2. Yes, it's complicated, I know, but trust me, it works. Again, you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'll calculate it for you in like 3 seconds. So 3 is the number of bands that we're gonna have singularly on each side. All right, so now we're ready to go. First thing is we're gonna set up our loom. I'm gonna use the classic Rainbow Loom. Use 1 large blue base plate and 2 bar pins. And I'm gonna take that first bar pin and set it in that middle column and have 2 pegs hanging out on the right. Just like that. Push down to tighten, and do the same thing with the bottom bar pin. Align it and then push down. So we have these 4 pegs hanging out, and we're going to be using these 4 pegs right here. All right. Now we're going to grab our mask and also pick our colors. My color scheme is going to be black, black, white, black, black, white, repeat to match the colors of this mask. All right. So the first thing you want to do is grab a band and place it under one end of the strap, just like this, so that when you hold both ends of that band, you are also holding your mask. And then you're going to grab your loom and you're going to place both ends on top of these front 2 pegs, just like that. Now you want to make sure that your strap is pulling down this band. If it's not, then that means you didn't do it right. It's probably going to be one of these where it's not pulling, so just bring it over and make sure that it's pulling down the bands. All right, so once you do that, you are ready to put on your next band. Again, my sequence is black, black, white, so my next band is black, placing the black on top, and I'm going to pull up those bottom 2 bands up on the right and up on the left, and then push down and get my next band, which is glow in the dark white, place it on top and bring down the bottom right and bring down the bottom left. Okay, now if I go back to my formula, my magic number is 3, so I'm actually ready to start splitting. So my next band that I'm putting on is going to be my split band, which means I'm going to grab 2 of the next color, 2 blacks this time, and I'm placing them on top of those 2 pegs. So there is 2 bands right here, and I'm pulling that bottom band, the white band, up on the right and bottom band up on the left. Okay, so this is where the split happens. The next color, I'm grabbing 2 of them, but this time I'm putting 1 on these right 2 pegs and 1 on these left 2 pegs, just like so. And then I'm going to grab both ends of that bottom band up and over, and both ends of that bottom left band up and over, and this is where it becomes 1 bracelet into 2. So this sequence right here is going to be 5 bands. We already put 1 band here, so we're gonna do 4 more. So that sequence 1. My next color is going to be white. I'm grabbing 2 of them because there's 2 bands. 1 over here and 1 over here, and I'm grabbing that back right, up and over, back left, up and over, bottom right, up and over, and bottom left, up and over. So we are done with the second sequence. We are going up to 5. This next band on the 2 right, next band on the 2 left, pull up that back right, bottom, back left, bottom, front right, bottom, front left, bottom, and bring this down. That was number 3. Next band, which is black again, on these 2 right pegs. Next band on these 2 left pegs, and back right, bottom up, back left, bottom up, front right, bottom up, front left, bottom up, and push down. That was number 4. And this is going to be the last one on that center loop. white, white, bring up that back right bottom, back left bottom, front right bottom, front left bottom. All right, and now we are ready to bring it back to just one band. Okay, now to do that, we want to transfer these top two bands onto these bottom pegs, and we're going to do that by taking our thumb, holding down here so that there is some tension, bringing this down, and bring up this top right band carefully over that peg and bring it down. Use that corner and bring it over that peg just like so. I'm going to do the same thing with this top left band. Bring it carefully over that peg. Again, I'm holding my thumb down right here so that it's not going to slip off. Then I'm bringing this down and over just like that. And now we're ready to use our next band, which is going to be black, and place it over here, right? And this is going back and counting towards our magic number. So this is band number 1. So now I'm going to bring these two ends of this bottom right up and over, and these two ends of this bottom left up and over, and there you have it. We are back to just one single band. Okay, and now I would C-clip it at this point because we're just going to clip it on this side and put two other bands starting from the other side of this mask in order to create that magic number 3. So right here, we're going to hold down with our thumb and bring one end over to the other. And I'm going to have this hook facing down and bring this up and over just like so. And then C-clip it. Again, take my thumb, hold down right here so that there's some tension being pulled, making these bands thin. And take the C-clip, go right in there and just pull up. Just like so. You can see that. Alright, so these are clipped. We can take this off. Alright. Now we're just going to have to go onto the other side and then start just like how we started in the beginning. Take one band. I'll just start with white since there's only two bands left. Place it under the strap and place it on top of these two pegs. See, it's pulling down the band, so we're good, right? Next band, black. Place it over these two pegs. Bring those bottom bands up, bottom right up, bottom left up, and pull down. All right, we're ready to clip right here. So we're gonna do the same thing. Transfer over this end over to this peg. I'm going in with my hook, with the hook facing down, grabbing that band and slowly bringing it up and over onto this peg. And now I can clip the other side. So I'm going to bring the other end with the C-clip up, and I'm going to clip these two. Let's just make sure it's straight. So I want it like that. I'm going in here and taking that C-clip. Alright, so I got that clipped on this side. Let's just make sure it's straight, because sometimes it's twisted and I don't like it when it's twisted. So it's straight. Alright, so there you have it. This is the mask. This is the loop we created. And what we're gonna do is put this on face forward and then take the ponytail through this loop. And that is going to secure that on your child's head. Unfortunately, this method only works for a girl. So I am working on a method for a boy, but stay tuned. I'll have another video for a boy. There you have it. Well, I hope this works and I hope it helps protect your kids, because who knows how long this is gonna last. I thought it'd be over by now, but it's not. But you know, all I can do is just try to help you guys out doing things like this. This is Rob from Justin Toys. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay safe.